This is the easiest and best investing app for building wealth. My name is Mark Palmer,
Oh, hi, Mark.
and I'm here to help you build wealth. I'm an ex-financial professional
Oh, good for you.
showing you the simplest ways to make the most of your money. I've used a lot of different investing platforms in my time, and I've also worked in the industry and seen a lot of different investing platforms. And the app that I'm going to go over today is my favorite app for building wealth and for investing. Before we get into the details, two quick reminders. The first is that this is not financial advice, it's purely financial education. If you want advice specific to your situation, reach out to a financial advisor. They'll be able to help you out. What we talk about today in this video is just my opinion. Second reminder, if you can, please support me by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and if you want, you can reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram at MarkPWealth. It helps keep me motivated to keep making content like this, so thank you. All right, now to the good stuff. Like I mentioned before, there are many different platforms you can use to build wealth and to invest, but none make it as easy as my favorite platform, M1 Finance. I'll go over why that is, and I'll show you how I'm using that platform to help build wealth for myself and for my family. As an FYI, I am not sponsored by M1 Finance in any way, but they do have a referral program going on right now that would help both of us out. If you do choose to invest on their platform and you use my referral link, you'll get an extra $50 and I'll get an extra $50 just by using my link. That's all free to use.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
You can find that link in the video description below. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions or comment any questions on that as well. So I'm an investing nerd. I have investments across a bunch of different platforms. When I worked in the industry, I was limited to certain platforms, so I have investments on those. When I no longer was working in the industry, I started using some other platforms that I hadn't had access to before. But when I found out about M1 Finance, I was pretty hooked. I'm not proud of having my investments across all different platforms. It's hard to keep track of. It's very disorganized, and it just isn't as fun to see money be so spread out like that. So now I'm starting to do the bulk of my investing on M1 Finance simply because I like the platform the most, and I think it's the cleanest, best, most visually appealing platform as well. Like I said, I was sold on M1 Finance right off the bat. Right when I started seeing people talking about it and screenshotting what the interface looked like, I needed to be on this platform. The main things that stood out to me right away about M1 Finance were its user friendliness, its visual appeal, their automation features, and the fact that it was free to use. Also, I really liked the fact that you could buy fractional shares on M1 Finance. You can definitely do that on other platforms as well, but I think it's done best on M1 Finance, and I'll show you why in this video. With M1 Finance, you design your portfolio or your pie by choosing stocks or ETFs that you want to make up your pie with, and you choose which percentage you would like each stock or ETF to represent of your pie. These stocks or ETFs are called your slices of your pie, and you choose the size of the slice by choosing a percentage of your pie for each slice. As mentioned, you can pick ETFs or individual stocks for each slice of your pie, and as long as the percentages all add up to 100, you have yourself a solid 100% ready to invest pie or portfolio. This could mean you have 100 different slices, or maybe you only have one slice to make just one entire pie be the same thing, or you could have any number in between. As long as your percentages add up to 100, you're good to go. It's also very easy to modify the slices in your pie. You can add or take away slices, or you can make slices bigger or smaller at any time, and M1 will do the rebalancing for you. If you're not interested in customizing and designing your own pie or portfolio, M1 has a bunch of different pre-made portfolios that you can choose from as well. There's portfolios that focus on growth or dividends or certain sectors like healthcare or technology, or even certain initiatives like sustainable businesses. There's entire pies that are just focused on that alone. Also, there's the ability to share your pie. So maybe you have a friend who has M1 Finance and they want to share their pie with you. You can each invest in the same thing that way. It's kind of like a social network almost of investments in that aspect. Not really, because you don't have a social network feed for it, but you can share pies with each other and ask someone, hey, like, can I maybe have the same pie as you? And if they're willing, they'll share it with you, and then you can both be investing in the exact same portfolio. I haven't played around with the pre-made pies at all myself because I'm simply having too much fun customizing and designing my own pie. Anyways, once you have your portfolio or your pie all set up, you're ready to start investing. You'll start by making an initial deposit into your account. And just as a reminder, if you use my referral link to set up your account and then make an initial deposit of $100 or more, you'll get an extra $50 if you do that right now. And the $50 will hit after you've held that 100 in there for 30 days. So just a little bonus if you do use my link. Once you make the deposit into your account, M1 will do the rest for you. They will invest that money, they'll divvy it out to each slice of your pie based on the percentages that you allocate to each slice. So whatever stocks or ETFs are in your pie, whatever percentages you set them at, M1 will buy fractional shares, or if you have enough money in there, they'll buy whole shares in the amounts that make it so that your pie is distributed according to what percentages you gave each slice. From there, you can make deposits whenever you want to grow your pie. M1 will take whatever deposited money you put in the account and they'll divvy it out and invest it for you. So you could also set up automatic deposits into your account if you want this to just happen without you even needing to think about it. My fiance and I do that. We do it weekly, but you can set it up for whatever frequency you want and have a certain dollar amount be deposited automatically into your M1 account, and it will automatically get invested, and it'll just put your wealth building on autopilot, which is really nice. My fiance and I are doing $50 a week into our account right now, which doesn't sound like a ton of money, but over time, it really adds up. Brick by brick, you're building something bigger, and if you do this for a long time, you'll look at it someday and be like, I don't know how I deposited that much money, but it also helps if the stocks that you choose or the ETFs that you choose for your portfolio grow as well. It all will just compound over time along with your periodic deposits. That's when the true wealth building begins. I truly believe no platform makes it easier for you to build wealth on autopilot with just minimal effort, and I think it's also the funnest platform that there is for building that wealth. M1 Finance is my favorite by far, so I highly recommend you at least give it a thought if you're looking for a new platform to invest with. Be sure to use that referral link in my description of this video below if you want that extra $50 right now. If you deposit $100, you'll get that bonus. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you have. I'd also love to hear your feedback. You can leave that in the comments below. You can ask me questions in the comments below, or if you prefer, you can reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram at MarkPWealth. Again, appreciate you watching this. And if you are willing, please do like this video and subscribe to this channel. It helps out so much and it's so easy for you to do. So thank you. That's all I've got for today. So go out, start building that wealth, and we'll see you next time.